Hi there, it's Phil from parkerlings.com. I hope this finds you well today. I'd like to welcome you back into the kitchen for another cookie baking day. So with this festive season, we're going to make lots of cookies, as I mentioned before in the last video, and today will be Pecan Sandies. Now this is one of Sandy's favourite cookies, and not just because of the fact it's called Sandies, but also she used to make it with her mother many years ago, and it's obviously got a bit of a place in her heart. Now this is quite a simple recipe. There are only 7 ingredients in total, only the one bowl as well, so it'll be better for washing up later on. After watching this video, if you go onto parkerlings.com, you'll find the recipe is on there, and also we've got a free printable recipe card. So please do go on there and subscribe if you haven't already. So without further ado, here are the ingredients that you'll need. Our ingredients then, we have 1 teaspoon of vanilla, a cup of butter, a tablespoon of water, 2 1/4 cups of flour, 1 cup of pecan nuts, 1/3 of a cup of sugar, and finally icing sugar, and for that we'll have 1 cup. Now the first thing we'll do is we'll take our butter, we'll put this into the bowl, put it to the side. We'll get our hand mixer here and we'll have to beat this until it's nice and soft. So now we'll add all of the sugar, it's a 1/3 cup. Onto that, we're going to add about half of the flour. Let's just put that in. There we go, that's roughly half. We'll also add the water. We'll put in the vanilla. So let's whisk this up together, combine it. Put it on fairly low to start off with, just so we don't end up with all of this flour everywhere. So we're just going to get our spatula again, and we'll just scrape down the sides. Now we're going to add the rest of the flour. Just mix it in first a little bit with the spatula. So let's mix it again. Now you'll occasionally have to wipe down the bowl a little, just to make sure you get all of the flour out. There we go. So now we're going to need our pecan nuts. Here are the pecan nuts. Now you can, in which case, do it with a knife. Otherwise, if you like to do it a tidier way, you can get yourself a Ziploc bag, put them in, and then bash them with a flat instrument. So what we'll do in this case, we'll get one of these bags. Got a flat instrument here. Let's put them in. Just put a few in for now, just to show you what you do. Get your instrument, obviously not the sharp side there, but if you just literally go back and forth, like so. There, I think that should do. Well, just to show you the other way, we get the nuts here on the table. Now, be careful. Here's my trusty knife. I say be very careful of the blade. Something for the adults to do. You can just put your hand there, away from the blade, and just crunch like that. Back and forth the handle, and always push away. And then what you can do, simply go like this. Giving your hand on top. This is needing to be mixed just a little bit more. So what we'll do is we'll do that by hand. Okay. That should be good enough. We're going to take our pecans. Look at that lot, all nicely done. So let's put that into the bowl. and we'll mix these together. So just do this by hand. So we're just making sure that it's nice and evenly mixed. As you can see, there's lovely colour through there. You can tell it's being mixed in nicely. Okay, so with this, what we're going to do now is we have to chill it. Because the last thing we want is when they're in the oven, we don't want them getting flat. We want them to stay as nice ball shape. So got this now. We'll put this into the fridge. We'll wrap it up with cellophane first into plastic wrap, and we'll leave it in there for at least a half hour, and then we'll come back to it. As if by magic, an hour has passed, and there is our chilled dough. Now it's been in there for roughly an hour, as I say. It is now ready for you to make into little balls and put them onto a tray to put into the oven. Now this dough will make you about 36 cookies, so 3 dozen cookies here, and they will be roughly 20 grams each. So let's get on with making the balls out of this. Now here are some I rolled up earlier. So I'm just going to take them now and roll them up, and we'll put 12 on each tray. So we're going to take this and we're just going to roll it nicely into a ball here, nice and firm. And there you go. That'll do. Don't have to be perfect. Just plonk that on there. There you go. Now we will do 12 on the sheet, as I say, but it's up to you if you want to do 9 on there if you'd like, if your sheet's a different size to mine possibly, but we'll put them on here. They're not going to spread at all, so we don't have to worry about them doing that. So where you put them is where they'll end up. So this is now a good time, while we're doing this, for you to put your oven on, and you want to do at 325 Fahrenheit, which is approximately 160 Celsius. So doing well here. So I'm not going to run through the whole 36 with you on here. It may take a little bit too long and not the most interesting thing in the world. So bear with me and I'll get this done and I'll be right back to you. By now the oven should be up to temperature, which was 325 Fahrenheit or 160 Celsius. And we're ready to put these in for the first timing. So we'll put them in for 20 minutes, 10 minutes on the top shelf, 10 on the bottom, and we'll turn them around as we go. So the oven's off. Here's the result. Absolutely lovely, huh? You can see, good look. 10 on the bottom, it's absolutely perfect. You can see there's loads of pecan nuts there. So now we go on to the very last step, which is the icing sugar and dusting them. So there are a couple of ways we can go about dusting these. Now what we have here is a bowl of the icing sugar. So all we literally do, just take it and put it in. And then just rush it around. Okay. Just make sure every bit is coated. You end up something like that. There you go. Now the other way you can do this, put it to the one side. Get yourself one of these little Ziploc bags. Open it up and pour in some of your icing sugar. And if you just take one, and boom, in it goes. And you can just hold that, shake it about, and in just the same way, that's probably easier. There you go. It's now perfect. So I would say, given the two options, that would be the preferred option. Just plonk it in there, as I say. There you go. Just get it jiggle around. There we go, it's jiggled. Nothing there. And we are. Another perfectly coated one. So I've got another 32 to do. So let's get on with that, and I'll show you the rest as they come. So there you have it. 36 pecan sandies, all nicely dusted with icing sugar and all ready to be eaten. I think they've turned out pretty well. Well, I do hope you enjoy being in our kitchen again today, and that you'll also make these pecan sandy cookies as well. I do hope that you'll appreciate them as much as Sandy does. As I was saying earlier, if you go to our website parkerlings.com, you'll find a free printable recipe card there, and you can download that and use it anytime. On the website we also have a little reminder button there, so if you do click on that, you'll get an update every time we put something new on the website. Any of our new videos for baking, for gardening, anything like that, you'll get the first notifications. If you did enjoy the video, please do press the like button, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe to our channel. It really does help us a lot. So all that remains is for me to say have a good day, happy baking, and God bless. Bye bye.